Hello, hello. Let me flip it. Hi, Dino. Hold on. How do I flip this camera? There we go. Okay. I think this is it. Wait. Damn it. Hold on. There we go. Hey, y'all. I got it. Lighting's horrible. How are y'all? Can y'all hear me? Okay. What's up? Hi. Hello. How's everybody doing? Hello. How's everybody doing? Doing all right? Loud and clear. Good. Okay. Miss you guys. Yeah, I'll be back uh, home in a couple days. Uh, hey, uh, what's everybody up to? I just got like literally. She's live right. Oh God. Sorry. Someone. Oh, Lady May. Someone said that someone came in her back chat last night. Debbie C. I'm South. South. That's all I can say right now. Hello. How's everybody doing? Like, I heard that they made some really bad threats and stuff, and that's not cool. It's never cool, but it it happens all the time. Those kind of things. It's not right what they say, but most people don't give them any clout or anything like that. They just don't. You don't read it out loud first of all. Like, I'm telling you, it's happened in my chat many times at the 4 hour mark. I haven't seen it yet. I've been so busy. Um, but it was turned into an online crime thingy before they go on panel. They are back when. Yeah, exactly, Debbie C. Most people don't read it out loud. Like, PG and I, we were live. Well, I went up on her panel. Not the last time I went up on panel, but the time before that. And people came up there and they were saying awful things in the back chat. But you just don't give them any clout or anything. What they say is awful, awful stuff, and I don't know how anybody can be that cruel, but it does happen. It does happen. I'm sure. Spooky, I don't know. I haven't been really keeping up with the YouTube streets the last few days, but the only thing I know is that yes, made a threat to Jinkies. See, it's just not cool. I mean, these things happen a lot if you do live panels and stuff. I screenshot what was said. Ain't no way I'd type that out about Summer. Oh, they said stuff about Summer. Guys, there's a real mental health crisis. And I always say when people say something nasty, particularly really bad, it's really, I promise you, it's never a projection about the person they're talking about. It is a projection that is within their self. You have to be so unhappy and bitter and ill, really, just ill to put out anything like that. I believe whoever that was a Satanist. Yeah, yeah. I mean, it's I don't know what all they put or anything, but yeah, they can suck. I see you. You're right. And Summers Brothers. See, it's just I wouldn't have. I wouldn't have gave it. I wouldn't have given them what they wanted. You know what I mean? Uh, I mean, they've said some really bad things in the back chat before. AZ went along with the rebuking a demon for 2 hours and then kept talking about it another 2 hours. Oh. Told Daisy she had a years to live. A year to live? Is that what you mean? Well, only God knows, and nobody knows how long any of us have to live. It's just people are wrong. People are wrong, and no matter how a person feels about a case or their disagreements, it's okay to disagree. Because I disagree with Daisy doesn't make me a demon, like she calls me, and it doesn't, make her a demon either. Where did you get your glasses at? I like the frames. Lens crafters. I think they're. I can't remember. I don't know what they are, to be honest. Chasing played. Jody Sue Brown sang that today. I guess so much love, sweet. Hey, honey. When I was driving today, I heard a little bit of Chasing's live. It's disturbing. It's really disturbing. And what's even more disturbing to me, to be quite honest with you, is that a father can say the things about his daughter. Debbie, it's evil. I'm telling you, it's evil. It is evil. This case is evil. It is evil. When I go to Ben Hill Road, like I'm drained. Like by the end of the day, like by the time, not the end of the day, but by the time I'm done there, done. I'm so done, I can't even take it. It feels lonely and dark. The world is evil. It is, but there's still a lot of really, really good people in the world. We can choose to live in a friendly universe, or we can choose to live in a really bad universe. And it's our perception, and even in the good universe, really crappy things happen, and it sucks. There's no explanation I can give other than there is evilness. Who used a hammer? I don't know how a father can say that. I don't understand. I really don't. How does a father say? I was there also, no one else was around. It felt evil for sure. Yes. It's a indescribable feeling, to be honest. It really is. Jody Sue Brown said Dee would take the kids around. You see, the thing that I don't understand about that is if he did, how often did he do it? Because the kids have school, right? And I'm sorry, but if you're hitting someone with a hammer, even lightly, you're going to hurt them. Thank you, staff. My skin's a mess. My hair's a mess. I got no product in it. Nothing. Millie, but that's okay. I know I wasn't. I just seen this before recently on other channels. He disgusted me. Read the energy. It's horrifying. Well, how does a father say, I'll see her in the resurrection 3 hours after your daughter vanished? I mean, it, the first 48 hours is the most important, right? The first 48 hours of anyone, not just a child, anyone, is the most important. So Don gave it 3. He knows what happened. Oh, I believe he does. I certainly believe he does know what happened. I think they all know what happened on that hill. Lady May, where's it at? What is it? What did Lady May say? Maybe it was on the weekend. Yeah, Debbie, I mean, there's just too much. There's just too much there. Lenny, sorta. There's just too much there. The story doesn't add up. The timeline definitely doesn't add up. Their actions, their behavior doesn't add up. Someone can't get in a room and know where a child is and that she's alone and do that in the broad daylight on a hill in the middle of nowhere with adults outside when kids was there alone all day. I have said this from the beginning. I believe Hunter when he says Dawn called Candace and said there was a strange man up there trying to the children, right? But I believe that person, I believe that person was Dawn. I don't think he was at work. The card team says no sign of abduction. They have a 95% success rate. Summer is in that 5%. Summer's in that 5%. I think that if Dawn and Candace didn't live where they lived, this case would have been solved by now. But I think the cell phone service and the camera issue and all that, I think that has really hurt them. But I believe Dawn was making that call to either see where they were at and he was waiting. something you don't just call. A hunter has no reason to make that up. That would, and of course Don and Candace deny that. Of course they would. Why would Hunter make something up that, where would a 15-year-old come up with this in their head? They're not going to make something that up unless that really happened. And Hunter knew. Don called, and guess what? TBI, Hawkins County, they have that phone call. They have the phone records. They have the phone call, right? So if Don and Candace deny that, well, that's a problem. How do you think those children were groomed on what to say and what not to say as well? I think it was, yes, to play the system, yes. Daisy running the scam again. What is she doing, Green Eyes? Hey, y'all in tanks. Yeah, exactly. What do they say about can if can't can or something like that? And I say if cow can't can. Yes, 6 weeks. Parents had to threaten and consider them into the. Oh yeah. Daisy is saying that somebody is threatening Candace and the kids, and they're scared. Well, if that is true, then she needs to take those screenshots to TBI. Let them deal with it. Don't do it for sympathy or anything else, but do it because it's the right thing to do, to take it to TBI and let them handle it. Don't they have court next Friday? Supposedly, that's the rumor, Debbie. If Candace was pregnant, where is that baby at? I don't think she was pregnant, personally. H would have not known which way this case would. Exactly. Too many lies from would be. Oh, not saying he didn't tell the whole truth. Yeah, I mean, I think can is acting like a child again. I think that's all she's ever been, respectfully. I mean, I say that not in a mean way, but just truthfulness. Justin, they are saying the boys have been threatened too. Like I said, anybody who, if she is getting those, she needs to take it to the police to find out who the real person did. Do that. You're getting pool vibes? Yeah. Everyone was urging Daisy and Candace to show TBI, and they're saying that other people probably already turned it in, but they didn't. Well, this is the thing. It has to be first hand. So Daisy wanted everyone else to call and screenshot. Daisy just wanted to milk it. Cassie, well, it has to be first hand. So if it was sent to Daisy or if it was sent to Candace or whoever, they have to be the ones that turn it in. Nobody should be threatening or anything like that. But, it's I'm sure it's not the first Candace or anybody's got. Nobody should be threatening anybody, but also it needs to be turned in. Because to me, if it's not turned in by the person, like by the original person, you're not that scared. You're not that scared. Otherwise, you would have taken action. Or you're just looking to milk it. So, if there is an actual legitimate threat, then take it to TBI. They probably missed a whole bunch of school. Yeah. Hey, One Love, how are you doing, babe? They threatened Chinky's Daisy, the boys. I do know that. No, Lady May, I think, I don't think we were talking about last night. I think they were talking about, were they talking about today? I think this was, they just said earlier. Exactly by putting it on YouTube and just instead of reporting it. Don't make it, don't give them the clout and make it bigger. Don't make them feel empowered, right? Just report it. Deal with it. Report it. The person is showing a dead child's photo threatening to stab. It is sick. It is sick, but again, as YouTubers and stuff, we get a lot of sick things sent to us, particularly in the back chat. It's really bad sometimes. She reported it. Did she report it to like TBI, Hawkins County? Maybe Daisy and Jinky should have never gotten that close to Don and Candace. It seems like people who get really close to Don and Candace, it just goes bad. I don't think I would like that back chat. Well, like before you, like when we drop a link, you go to what they call, it's kind of like a back room, and we can see your icon and you can type to us back there privately. Like you'll hear creators say, look at the back chat. I'm going to put something in back chat. And that's where they're writing it. I don't know how anyone can speak ill of the dead, period, like, at all. Children, it's just really sick. Really sick. Hey guys, do me a favor. Hit that thumbs up button, please, if you haven't already. TBI, yes, and Yanny, good as well. Well, again, it's okay that anybody, I guess, reported it, but TBI and all of them, they want first-hand knowledge, right? So if it was Daisy's account, Daisy will need to be the one that reports it. She contacted TBI, some organizations for online crimes. All the right things. Okay, good. Good. You can barely hear anything. When you use StreamYard people, they are on panel to talk and chat. Yeah. I don't know who did it, Marlena. I really don't. I don't think he would do anything like that. I would hope not. Which I would hope any human being couldn't do something like that. Tanks, half and half. The devil's looking for Jinkies too. Hmm. Thank you, Billy. It's all the well sympathizers, in my opinion. Well, um, listen, at the end of the day, I don't wish ill on any human being in this life. Any human being in this life. But I will not support, period, anyone, not just Don and Candace or anyone. That neglects a child. I personally think, in my opinion, that they are involved, but at the end of the day, that's up for law enforcement to find that out. My thing is, they're just not good people. Good people don't treat kids like they treated them. So, people's like, well, how would you feel if Don and Candace didn't end up doing that? I would say I felt no differently. Like zero. They're still awful people, in my opinion. They have neglected children multiple times. When I think it's a hoax. Meaning you think it's like the chat thingy or whatever. Thank you, One Love. I got a lot of, when I get back, I'll be back Sunday evening. Monday, I've got some stuff I'll be putting out. I'll be doing some lives for sure then. Smiley got a threatening email today from, oh wow. I'm in full agreement, Justin. Yeah, I mean, you just can't. I mean, you can be as sweet as a button, right? But professionals made, not only professionals, but court and CPS, professionals, right, said that Candace was not a good parent. She was neglectful. You can see the neglect. And in my opinion, someone who has neglected, 7 kids, it's not a far stretch to say you might know something. You might know something. Right? Especially where you live and what was going on there and what was going up on that hill, their lifestyle. You just can't, right? Like, it's crazy. At the end of the day, the truth will come to the light. And TBI is always, where'd that go? Watching Justice for Summer. Absolutely. Justice for Summer, justice for all of the kids, really. I mean, but, you know, the Candace's older kids, they're good, right? Thank God. Um, the boys, they, I'm sure, are doing good. I don't really like to talk about them on here, but, uh, Summer's been the one that we don't know how she is. I feel like everybody has failed them. Like everybody that was around them failed them. But at the end of the day, calls were made. People that was around Don and Candace and the kids, calls were made, right? There was calls made that happened, and still nothing happened. I'm trying to put in every chat, never know who could be watching. Hey Michelle, how are you, honey? Yeah, kids just do not disappear. Yeah. And they don't just disappear, you know, 35 minutes from an interstate, uh, on a backcountry road, on a dead end road, in the middle of on a one lane road on a hill. And this person comes up and vanishes within 2 minutes. Hey PG, how you doing, babe? It just doesn't happen like that. People who abduct kids generally they're very close by their car, right? It's usually kids walking on a sidewalk from school or playing, outside. They're usually very close to their car. That way they can make an escape quickly, right? This person, if they were on Ben Hill Road, they would have had to have, turned around in the driveway, down the road or somewhere in someone's parking or driveway. You can't just, like, it is literally a one lane road. When you are driving and you meet another car, one of you has to back up until you get a driveway or something, because there is no passing each other. There is no passing each other. Hey Gigi. What is a back chat? A back chat is when, like, I drop a link, and whenever you want to come up, before you come up, it kind of puts you in a holding room, where we can click, we can add you, and it has a chat in the back where only I can see and you can see, like the people who's on panel and the host can see, and that's what the back chat it means. So that's what that is. Let me see what. People get confused about the Wells, in my opinion, because of those pics Robin took of Summer in the red dress. I wish they didn't exist. It's a false picture of her life. That is true. That is true. I mean, it's wonderful that she took the pictures. Um, she got to feel good about herself. She got to feel like the princess that that. And Dawn said this. Uh, I've got it, and I'm going to play it Monday. Where Dawn said that every girl wants to feel like a princess, and I've got him saying when they were cut her hair, or Summer's hair, uh, she eventually didn't mind it. Eventually didn't mind it. No little girl wants their hair cut to the scalp. No little girl wants that. No 5-year-old little girl. No 5-year-old little girl wants its cut to the scalp. I mean, it wasn't even a flat top, right, or a buzz cut. It was cut to the scalp. Exactly, they're not going to go in the house, especially with all those dogs. All the dogs were on vacation. The dogs were on vacation, right? The dogs were just on vacation. I've got a video of Dawn walking around the yard, showing around the yard. And as soon as he talked, the dog started barking. You could hear him barking in the background. No, not a little girl, absolutely not. This case has so many red flags. It absolutely has so many red flags. Yeah. I mean, and I guess the mother put the puppies on her back or something, and they were riding the puppies was riding the mother like a horse or something. Like I guess the puppies went too, and it was no one that knew Dawn either, in my opinion, because Dawn's truck was home all day. Yes, absolutely. It would, Marlena, yes, that person would have, if Dawn's truck was home all day, right? They would have thought Dawn was home. He only took the Subaru a couple times to work. I think so, staff grabber. I think so. Um, so the person would have seen Don's truck home. Oh, wow. Don't want to mess with him. And listen, if you're not from there, you don't know there's a house there on the hill in the middle of June. You don't know that there is. And if you do, you certainly don't know that there's a little 5-year-old girl sitting in the basement. Has Candace ever admitted to leaving the boys at home alone before June 15th? Funny face, Brenda. Jose thought it was very strange that they left the boys home that day, because according to Jose, the little time that he was there, that never happened. And if you think about it, Dawn took the kids to work with him a lot of times, right? They could have stayed at home by themselves if they stayed home on June 15th by themselves. So why didn't he just take them to work with them? You guys remember in the beginning of this, if you've been here since the beginning, in the beginning there was a lot of confusion. Oh no, Dawn took them to work with him that day. Oh no, the kids were left alone, right? So Why didn't he take him to work with him that day? And why does a mother take one child swimming and a 15-year-old boy? Hey, the trucks, when CM was at the wells, uh, there was a Suburban, and there is another photo with a tan Suburban. I think there is two Suburbans. I wish CM asked what color Grandis' Suburban. Interesting. You're a slow texter, Lady Man. It's alright. I wonder if Don dropped the boys off at the shed before coming up the hill. Uh, who knows? No, I don't think he did because Jody Sue seen him before Don got there. But we don't know Don wasn't there before. It is very odd one enough. You should be streaming on. Oh no. A green Suburban and a tan Suburban. Sorry, I missed it. I gathered it. It's fine, babe. No worries. She'd say the Tooth Fairy has summer as long as it. Yeah. Yeah. Nor Honda wants to know if I'm LGBTQ. I don't know, but I like BLTs. Where is VT? Fun says. Does that mean Vermont? Rebecca, Clint, ditch this morning. Well, the ditch that morning, talking about the ditch that morning, Don is in his truck. He takes a picture. You can see the truck in the side mirror. Fred Hill says he sees Don and the boys in the truck going into the driveway when he passes there about 8 or 9 in the morning. Can sees the real perpetrator in her daughter's case every day. Time she looks in the mirror herself, in my opinion. Yes. I agree. PG, you going live tonight? Does Jody Sue Brown ever say when it was in the ditch? I don't know. When you were called an it. Oh. Thank you, Lisa. I don't worry about it. I mean, people, if you're ignorant in 2023, you're just ignorant in 2023. I see you. When was that photo taken with the white truck? Look, car. I'm going to tell you something. I think when that one picture uploaded, it uploaded 5 or 6 minutes. Around 5, 6, no more than 10 minutes, we'll say, because I don't have the numbers right in front of me. Of when, before the 911 call. Right? Thank you, Staff Grappler. that photo of one of the boys uploads no more than 10 minutes. And the phones, according to Dawn, all three phones, three phones deleted from 3 to 6, 3 onward, we'll say. I think Candace was deleting everything on that phone, on those phones, or she was transferring photos before she deleted them, and that accidentally uploaded to her Facebook. It just doesn't happen. It just does not. Your daughter goes missing and then 3 phones are automatically deleted right before you call 911. Even Candace said even the 911 calls were deleted. No, you was making sure that shit was off. Thank you, Benny. Law enforcement does not delete. No. Sorry. Law enforcement does not delete. They only download it. It's under Champagne. Justin, when you delete on a phone, it has a hard drive thingy like a computer, so they can get it. Absolutely, Lisa. Absolutely, they can still get it. They can still get it. They don't even need your phone. They don't even need your phone, right? Nowadays, like they know your calls and everything. But that's not the point. All criminals still, even knowing it, they still delete it. Right? They still delete it regardless. It buys time. They have to have warrants for the phones to get in there. It makes it a little more complicated. Yeah. People's like, oh, it just might have randomly uploaded when she got to Wi-Fi or something like that. Well, no. She had been home for quite a while. Right? She had been home quite a while. She'd had Wi-Fi. She had been on her phone since then. Right? Data is logged even when deleted. Absolutely. Or camera and computer. I don't know. Her pants are constantly on fire, yes. Hey, PG, are you going live tonight? What did she say? Oh, good. I go to the naughty corner. No, you're good, Miss Kirby. Hey, BB, if they are guilty, her search history will definitely be a huge factor. Okay, well, another thing. Why do you go to a 15-year-old's house? A 15-year-old's house when the police told you to not talk to him, right? You go there, and then even after that, it is my day of rest. Oh, come on. It's Friday, sorry. It's the Sabbath, I forgot. Happy Sabbath, PG. I forgot. Or is it Saturday? Is today Friday or Saturday? I don't even know. Uh, but what was I saying? Oh, you go to a 15-year-old's house when you're told not to. And then she was talking to him afterwards on her Facebook Messenger. How do we know that? How do we know that? Because David Dotson, he had never, ever been to the Wells house. And what's their names? Oh, God. Unmasked was interviewing David Dotson when this first happened. And David Dotson said, "No, I never met H. Never met him, but a couple days after, we had went there, a couple days, well, they went the night it all happened, but then a couple days later, they went back to the Wells, and he walked in the living room, and Candace was talking to H on her iPad or her phone just a couple days after when she wasn't supposed to. Was not supposed to talk to H. But that's how he met H, was because Candace was talking to him. Why are you talking to him again? Yes, I remember that. Yeah. Such a random person to call unless for a weird reason. I mean, all right, so it's, in my opinion, it's a weird thing that she took the 15-year-old that day, right? Someone else's. Especially when there wasn't like someone around his age to play with, right? To be friends with. Now, and then after Summer goes missing, you want to know, she goes over there, she wants to know what they asked. Well, why, sounds a little suspicious to me. And then after, a couple of days later, you're talking to, again, a 15-year-old on Messenger. Why? You're a grown mother, married woman. Why are you talking to this 15-year-old like this? It's inappropriate at best. At best, it's inappropriate. Funny, she lied about calling him first. Oh, yeah, yeah. Well, the one thing that we know that Don and Candace are liars. Proven many times over. Well, I mean, Candace has pictures of him laying on their bed at her house and stuff. That just wouldn't fly. That just would not fly at my house. I mean, that would just not fly. It's an odd situation, Justin. It's wrong. Yes, at the very least, it's inappropriate. And it's even more inappropriate that Candace, you and Don have lived with the most violent of violent child SOs. Yes, rubbing his head. Yep. Oh. Fucking people, man. Just an FYI, Andrew said he finally got in touch with the appropriate. Yes. Uh, yeah, BB. I know. That's all I can say is I know. Yeah. I know a little bit behind the scenes about that, so. So they can get their script together. Yeah. Justin, didn't Dotson say Candace showed him video of the swimming place that day, but he saw. Yes, that is true. Yes, I don't know if he was confused or Candace really showed him that. David Dotson said that Candace showed the photos of where uh, Summer and her boys was playing that day, and they said, "Are you sure it wasn't just one boy, like a 15-year-old boy?" And he said, "Oh no, she showed me the photos of her three boys. He knows them. They went to church together, and Summer," which I always found really odd. Candace has a foul mouth after her conversation on the Couch channel. Well, Candace Candace hasn't changed. We just saw a piece of what Candace is. A piece of what Candace is. Human beings are complex. We're all complex, right? But some people, uh, mask it. Hold on 1 second. Okay. Um, can you imagine? Can you imagine her as a moderator? I can't imagine any human being giving a suspect of a missing child's case and someone who neglects children a wrench in a true crime channel. Think about that. Think about that. I mean, for God's sakes, she has a wrench on that channel. She's been to the creator's home. No way. Can was over Hunter early on in befriending Allie. Imagine that. Hunter will not even be the same after the lead alone. What happened to Summer on top of it all? I mean, these kids, it breaks my heart. It really breaks my heart to think that these kids have went to bed in that dark dungeon every night. Most kids want a nightlight, right? They want a nightlight and they want to be tucked in their bed comfortable. Thank you so much, Sabrina. Thank you so much, my love. Oh, thank you, my love. I appreciate you. It's very kind of you. Most, tucked away in their beds, a bedtime story, or, talk to them for a minute or say their prayers. And they went to bed with a sheetless bed that was made out of 2x4s that Don put together because CPS made him. And they got futon mattresses and made them like a U, or kind of like a, well, I guess it would be like a J really, right? And futon mattresses, which futon mattresses are about, that thick to begin with. In a mildewy room, yes. In a mildewy room. I have a very strong scene of Grandis being very abusive. Yes. Thank you, Miss Kirby. Thank you, my love. Appreciate it. I don't know how I highlight it. I don't know if I can or not. Thank you so much, my love. Appreciate your support. Yeah. And just food all around it, cups, plates, broken toys. You can tell the basement had flooded. Not a freaking ceiling light in the entire downstairs because it was literally a cellar before that. Nothing. Not a ceiling light or anything. How could a kid, a 5-year-old kid, sleep down there like that? I mean, that's worse than prison. Prison, at least you got a damn ceiling light or something, some light. I get the chills thinking about that. Yeah. I mean, come on. It is a dungeon. What is a dungeon? It is a dark, windowless, damp place. What sort of grandma allows her 4 grandkids to live like that? I agree. And also, another thing that I believe that H said, one is that Grandis is very grumpy. She's an old grumpy lady. She is. There had to be field mice. Oh, honey, there was mice, rats, roaches, bugs. The floors had holes, yeah. They don't have many toys. On Facebook, they showed pictures of a garage sale. Yeah. Helping the toys were being sold. Well, Don and Candace hadn't seen their kids in, they were in foster care. Donnie just got out of jail. And someone gave them money for like an Xbox or something like that. And Don's like, oh, yeah, we'll see if we can go to the pawn shop and get him a used one. You think that they're going to allow them to give you, some drug dealer or someone who literally pawned a freaking Xbox that has dust on it and smells like cigarette smoke and give it to those boys? What? Go to work and work. You've only had to pay 33 cents a day per kid. And they was going to throw Candace's butt in jail if she didn't pay that. Hey, Jilly. Gross probably wouldn't work. Well, probably wouldn't. But you wanted to go get them, like, that's the only thing. Like, you couldn't have paid another 50 or $100 or whatever, and got him an Xbox, because when you got $6,000-7,000 back with the uh, virus, the you know money, the Rona money, you blew it up on all up in your nose. You could have surely paid it. You could have surely bought him, about 20 Xboxes with that. The cigs and booze, no problem though. Exactly. That's exactly right. But that would take away money from them. Yeah. It's just selfishness. It's just selfishness. Listen, once you have kids, the selfishness should be gone, because it is no longer about you. It is no longer about you anymore. Remember, Don said you would sell your soul for a crap. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yes, Sabrina, I grew up poor too, and I was showing something the other day of, it was on a documentary. They were dirt poor, these people, but they had the cleanest little home, and they had a coal stove beside of it. Hey, Versi, thank you so much for your support, my love. Thank you. It's very kind of you. Appreciate it. Problem is they're addicts. Yeah. Yeah. 33 cents a day wouldn't even cover their meals. No. They don't even have the dollar menu anymore, so it it would take them 3 days to buy each kid to save enough money to buy a dollar burger. Grant has probably had some money to living free on the hill. They should have all had money. I mean, Don made money. Do you hear my TV? No. You hear people in the pool. So yeah. The devil disguised as Jinky snuck on panel. I don't know, it's craziness. Don May had money, but he had habits. Absolutely. Absolutely. If Don was complaining about 33 cents a day, to me that proves he wouldn't even have spent that much on them if they were still there, yeah. Yes, Sabrina. Don made good money. I mean, Don is at Don's professional life, at his professional trade, he does wonderful work. He's great at what he does. He got the C money, tax money, and all the cash apps. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Pool playing, yeah. All right, y'all. Well, I'm going to jump off. I love you all. I appreciate you. I'll see you guys I'll try to jump on sometimes tomorrow. I'll be back Sunday night, but we'll be back in the studio Monday. Okay? Mwah. Love you all. God bless you, and I will see you guys hopefully soon. I'm sure, hopefully soon. Love y'all. Be good. Hit the like. Hit the thumbs up. Hit the thumbs up. Love y'all. Bye bye.